Welcome, collective. Let us clear the energy. Oh my God, loving it. You wouldn't even believe I was thinking about you today. I was like, where is loving it? Because my sister reminded me of the McDonald's, and I went, but and I went, oh my God, where's loving it? And you just showed up. You haven't been on a live forever, loving it. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy you're here. It's like you're just supposed to be here. You can believe that I was thinking about you or not, but honest to God, I was fucking thinking about you this morning. I don't know why. Are you a guy? I think I already asked you this. You're a girl, right? All right, that's what I thought. What's your name? What's your name? Nobody can see this once it's not recorded anymore. So, or email me and tell me what your name is so that I know what your name is. I won't say it out loud if you don't want anybody to know. I will always call you Loving It. We're already getting hit with the trolls. Loving it. If you feel like reporting anybody, you go right ahead, all right? Good afternoon. Oh, hey. I think you've been on here before. We're just beginning. Let's see what we got to say today. We got Capricorn. We got Devil Energy. What do you know? I was actually just thinking about Lucifer today. For some reason, because honestly, you know why I was thinking about him today? Because for some reason, he always feels like he's the only important one in the entire world. And there are no other demons like him. And he's the best. Blah, blah, blah. He's so cocky. That's what I think of fucking Lucifer. Is a big, cocky dick. Man, I honestly, these demons want to talk so much. We have definitely changed the dynamic of the readings to... Actually, you know what? I can't even say that the demons are doing anything bad because they're telling us about so much shit that we need to know about that I'm like, how was I not doing this before? How was I not channeling these guys before? My birth number is 666. And here I am thinking that dark energies are all nasty when really, dark energies, they're just dark energies because they are in the dark. That's it. It doesn't mean that they're bad. Alright, so we got Neptune. Neptune in the 10th house. Which is Capricorn. No fucking way. Oh my gosh. So, we got double Capricorn in the house. With Neptune, Pisces energy right in the middle. I swear it's the demon trap. And something was really off about energy today, and I knew it. And I have stayed away from going outside. I stayed away from driving somewhere. I just had, it's new moon energy today, which just because it's new moon doesn't mean it's good moon. And it's new moon, which means there's absolutely like no light in the sky at night whatsoever. Okay? Happy New Moon Day to everybody. Oh, you're telling me, I know, eh? Here to put the wrongs right. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, Three of Swords energy with Rom. We've got steals treasure from kings, destroys cities and dignities of men, tells of past, present, and future, causes love between friends and foe. He's eating, it's a vulture eating a deer carcass. With cameo. Ooh, the Peacock Man. The Fool. Looking right, oh man, the Three of Swords is looking right at the Fool. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And Neptune is right in the middle. Okay, so whoever you're dealing with, okay, Neptune they're represented in Neptune energy. So to me, that means that somebody has been living a false name. I almost feel like they have built an entire life or career off in between the devil's energy. So they cultivated something that was not theirs, okay, which is why it's all supernatural. They've been given supernatural abilities that are actually delusions. Okay, this person thinks that they can do things, but they can't. It's actually something that's more or less working around them. So they're in trickster energy, which is how I feel the Fool is coming up right now. Okay, answers of things to come, gives understanding of animals and the voice of the waters. So somebody that you're dealing with, they could have like said something that they were like overly emotional about something that you did, or like you really hurt them, or you did something and it was an illusion. You didn't cause this person any distress whatsoever. They did something, okay, on their own. It didn't have anything to do with you. So I feel like these entities are coming in, okay, to set the wrong right, to peck apart and pull apart this person in the middle. Okay, so sorry about that, I had to do something there. Here we go. Who is this person in the middle? How are they represented? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Someone's just decided to start cutting the grass, and it's summertime, so I'm going to have to get used to that. Okay. Where did that Wheel of Fortune just go? Oh, there it is. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. This is how they're coming up. So, honestly, how I feel is that's the Sun with Sagittarius. Somebody around you took a shot, and it worked. And I can't say it's black magic. I can't say it's voodoo. Somebody around you has the ability to cultivate magic, which a lot of people do, okay? And they said the right thing they said the wrong thing at the right time, and it hurt you, okay? So now we've got the Ten of Wands. With the Nine of Wands. Whistleblower. With the Nine of Swords with the Ten of Swords. Whistleblower. It's like now you're moving on. Queen of Swords. Excuse me, sorry about that. Okay. So, blindly moving forward. Okay, so, an energy, oh my god, there's the 8 of Swords. So we have the 8, 9, and 10 of Swords, okay? With this 4 of Cups energy, and 2 of Cups, oh, this just keeps getting fucking better and better and better. 2 of Swords, too. 6 of Cups, oh, good god. 5 of Cups, of course, because why wouldn't you be upset about it? Fuck. Okay, so... Okay, quite a bit of energy going on with the collective today. So what my sister was picking up on, she was like, oh my god, today there's this like perfect aligned conjunctions going on today, okay? And it actually kind of stopped me from doing a reading for a few hours because I really didn't know how I wanted to deal with this energy. Okay, so, oh my god. Okay. From what I can see, a lot of the collective have been suckered and doomed by a loved one around them, okay? Whether it was a sexual relationship or whether it was some type of partnership, okay? Somebody bound you up, and what that has done is it has unleashed an event of things, okay? So what it has unleashed is somebody was tempted too much by the devil, okay? And I don't know what devil it was. I don't know if it was the actual devil. I don't know if it was a black energy around them, a dark energy around them, but they were tempted, okay? And I think that with you, with your energy, came a lot of really good karma. And with that karma came really, really good debts and possibilities. Okay, like the debts that were around you were not debts that you acquired, they were debts of other people. The karma around you was good energy, it wasn't linked to dharma, and if it was linked to other people's dharma that they had done to you. So you had walked into this with very, very good credit. Okay, good credit score, that's what I'm getting. Good credit score, okay? So whatever this relationship chose to do to you, they took a 50-50 spin, okay? So they took one look at you and they went, okay, either this is gonna work or it's gonna destroy us, but we hate them so much and we know what they're capable of doing that it's worth trying instead of just walking away from. So somebody knew that your energy was usable, that your energy was transmutable, that it was changeable and it was magical and it cultivated things and manifested things, okay? They took a 50-50 shot and went, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not, but it's worth me trying to steal it all than remaining friends with them or just walking away. So it's almost like you cut almost like a foe out, and they were like, well, they're going to cut me out anyways, so I might as well go out shooting. You know, or that saying, I might as well go out singing. Like, I might as well go out how I'm going to go out because I'm going out anyways. So I might as well make the best of it. So somebody said that. And you know what that did? That scarred you, because to me that meant that there was a different way to do this. And there always is a different way to do it, okay? But there was such a different way to do this that this actually caused you more harm. And that's what people don't realize. When they choose to hurt people, the damage that comes through, and then they just kind of like clean their hands of it and walk away and go like, well, I'm not the one that did that. It's not caused from me. Yeah, it actually is, right? Like if you put somebody, if you say, okay, say you're on a highway and you pull up and somebody's on the side of the road, they're out of their car, okay, you jump in their car, you drive away with it, and you say, well, it was running and they just left it alone, you left them on the side of the highway and they died, that'd be your fault, right? It'd be the thief's fault, because they walked up, okay, the devil tempted them, told them, hey, you're allowed to do this, by the way, I want you to do this, I want you to send harm to this person. And they went, oh, okay, awesome. I see a car that I can steal. I see an open opportunity, and I'm going to take it. And the thing is that there are open opportunities to do whatever the fuck you want. Your neighbors leave their doors unlocked all the time. Their cars unlocked all the time. They leave situations for 5 minutes and think that it's going to be okay. So they surrender something to the outside world, right? And don't protect it so anybody can steal it, right? Like these are child lessons. Okay, these are lessons that people are supposed to learn when they're in elementary school. Okay, because they do things and then the teacher gets them in trouble, and they do this next thing and then they get in trouble for it because, you know, maybe this kid didn't have siblings around and they didn't know that you weren't allowed to steal because their mom steals everything, but really their mom's not stealing anything, she's just cleaning up, right? Like people what actually I feel like happens to people, they don't see, and then they put that onto something else. Well, my mom was like that, or well, my dad was like that, or well, I didn't know any better. And it's still, they still can't put the cape down, you know, like they still can't say, okay, well, just because you were taught that way doesn't mean that your psyche didn't kick in at some point and say, like, maybe that person was wrong, right? But people, they don't want to admit things, and because of a simple admittance of a wrongdoing, they've costed you, 10, 20 years of being right in the middle of the devil, which means anybody was stealing shit from you. Everybody was stealing shit from you, right? Because they say that it's you leaving it out, okay, that you're the one irresponsible, but fucking where I grew up, we came home, we parked our bikes on the lawn, whipped our shoes off, they were somewhere on the lawn, ran inside, I don't even know if our book bags sometimes made it in, and then we were running off to the store, and we came back, and our bags were still on the front lawn, and our fucking bikes were still on the front lawn, like, everything was still there, nobody took it. So, you can't tell me that that was being irresponsible to leave something on my property for you to come and steal. How is that irresponsible of me? Right? And I feel like a lot of people have been stolen from, and then the eyes all look at you. Well, you can't have eyes on the back of your head. You can't be watching what you own 24/7. You can't. You would hope that the universe would help keep things protected for you, right? It's called fucking trust, and we all have it because we're suckers, right? And then we get fucked with, and then we go like, we don't ever want it to happen again. So then we live in these little sheltered lives, like, well, this one time I got stolen from, this one time I left it, and this one time, somebody came and they took everything, and it's like, well, do you actually think that that's going to happen again? Probably not, but you'll be damned if it does happen again on your fucking watch and that you didn't do something about it beforehand, because somebody has said to you, yeah, by the way, that was your fault. So now you're like, well, I'll be damned if it fucking happens on my watch again. Like, if you're telling me that I did this and this was all my fault, then you're never going to get me to go off duty again, which is how they win again. Telling you that you can't rest, that you can't take a moment, that you've got to be doing your career, you got to be working, you got to be, like my stepmother. Man, if it was like the weekend, doesn't matter what grade we were in, we could have been in grade 3, we could have been in grade fucking 12. If it was a weekend and we were sitting around, we were just happened to have our feet up doing nothing, it was, nope, get up, get moving. I'm pretty sure that kind of entitlement that came from her was more like a boss that's paying their employee and saying like, hey, you got time to lean, you got time to clean. Okay, but they're getting paid hourly. Why the fuck do your parents or people around you care about what you're doing when your energy doesn't have to be used? Like, I have to unslave myself. I have to say to myself, Whitney, you have got to go and sit down and watch a movie, because you have been working since 12 a.m. this morning and you still have not taken a break. Because I work in my sleep. And then I wake up and I'm channeling and I'm doing readings for myself, or then I actually go to work, or then I fucking am on here and I'm channeling, and now I'm doing, oh man, you don't even know how much I'm trying to advance different things in my career. Okay, I'm working on on the tiny spectrum of life. This is a miniature graveyard I'm working on out of clay, okay, with this big reaper right here. Oh my god, okay. The things that I'm trying to do to make myself money in the future of just like things that I really love to do, plus the personal readings, plus I have a bachelor party booked now for a bachelorette party booked for a bunch of ladies. Like, I got shit going on, and I have to tell myself, yo, sit down. I've been trying to watch this Ben Affleck movie for fucking 4 or 5 days now, and like I haven't even turned on the TV. Sometimes at night I'll turn on The Office while I'm laying in bed just to fall asleep, but that's it. That's on my phone. I don't even have a TV. I don't own a TV. I have a projector. Okay, and I have this Fire Stick that connects it all so I can get the internet up on a fucking 20-foot screen, and then I can sit there and watch a movie like I'm in a theater, because I don't want to go to the theater anymore because it's fucking gross. Everything just turned gross, okay? Because now, didn't you realize that like once COVID kind of like cleaned up the streets, it was like, how are we doing all that before? Like, how was 500 of us in a fucking theater to go watch a movie? Like, no wonder I got sick 3 times a year. Like, why are we all just basking in these soups and in these chilies and roaming around in each other and not realizing why we're getting sick so much and why we're getting fucking run down so much and like why we're getting depleted so much? Well, because your energy is around hundreds of people every day, and they're each just walking by you, just taking a little piece of whatever the fuck they want because somebody decided to just put you in the middle of 2 demons. Why the fuck would you think that was going to make your life comfortable? And to them, why the fuck would they think that would be something good to do? They would only do that because that they would know that these demons would keep you, okay, locked up and unable to move while they siphon your energy. Because why else would you hold somebody captive? Why else would you put 2 fucking devils on the outside of somebody like they were a goddamn Oreo and you were in the middle? That doesn't seem right to me, okay, which is obviously what this energy is. This energy today it feels weird and it feels off, and something really weird happened today that I can only say has ever happened in my, oh my god, in my 20 years, maybe 2 or 3 times, and it's always gone the opposite way, and today it went the way that it has never gone before, and I'm like, I think that's telling me something, right? When the world all of a sudden you're in the same situation every time, and then you're on the other side of it, and you're like, is this even possible? Like, how did I just get to the other side of this? Like, I'm always the one that gets blamed. I'm always the one that gets attacked. I'm always the one that's in the wrong. How am I in the right and now everybody likes me? Well, because you're not in the middle of this anymore. Now they are. That's the whole point. Whenever we bring up something, whenever there has been an accused on trial, okay, and it's been in the wrong energy, that's where you know the tarot cards will bring it up, the energy will bring it up, and that's where you know that's the shift. That's why it's the Wheel of Fortune, because it's like, honestly, I can't help with this fucking double-sided coin, or this, like, a coin has everything has 2 sides, okay? Anything that is 3D, 3-dimensional in this universe has multiple sides to it, okay? So, the fact that this person, when they went to the Wheel of Fortune, or when they were graced with the Wheel of Fortune, or they came across it, and it was your Wheel of Fortune, okay, it wasn't theirs, it was yours, and they went, well, fuck it, it's like rolling the dice. I don't gamble much, but when I do, I usually win, so I'm going to throw everything into this and see what happens. That kind of shit costed you, like, oh my god, like 15, 20 years of karma? Like, I don't know where you've been, but it ain't been good. Okay, this isn't for people that have been, riding dirty and getting they skrill, for the last 20 years. Oh, I'm getting 15, like 15 to 22. I also heard 27. So, like, this is like life sentences. These are back-to-back consecutive life sentences that were served by people because somebody put you in the arms of the devil and just went, well, they can be the cause of everything. If somebody robs Peter to pay Paul, then you better go and you better knock on fucking Shannon's door. You better go knock on, I heard Whitney, so obviously it's been me, Whitney's door, and she'll pay you for everything that I've stolen because I don't have to pay you back. Like, that's how these people have worked around you. Like, they've created debts with people, and then they've thrown you into the bus and been like, she can pay that debt for me. She owes me. See, I literally just got a spam message. They tried to call and my phone blocked it. So this person, like, now when the Wheel of Fortune comes around and you spin that wheel and it goes your way this time, they can't interfere. It's going to be blocked. It's going to be blocked. That's why I'm working with the darker energies now, because these demons, they seem to be the only ones that are actually doing something. And they're teaching tarot, they're teaching astronomy, they're teaching herbs, they're teaching love, they're teaching these demons, this demon deck. I never could have imagined what these are. I was terrified of these things. I wouldn't go close to this demon deck, and then all of a sudden I'm like, fuck it. If the energy of the light isn't going to give me what I need, it's only going to so-called protect me, then I need something that's going to be on my team that does more than so-called protect. Because if protection is part of it, then you should still be able to move forward with a team without feeling like you're going to get attacked. Right? Like since I got this deck, is that Chris? Oh my god, Chris, I didn't even realize you were on the live! I emailed you back on Skype, homie. Sorry, I didn't have that app for a very long time, and I went to do a reading for somebody and re-downloaded it, and there's your message. So there's one pending there for you, girl. Once I opened them up and I started working with them, there's like, out of, I don't know, 70 cards, like, because they're tarot deck too, so it's like 78 cards, something like that. There's like maybe five or six demons that actually do harm. Like, legit want to harm. That's it. Out of 78? Are you kidding me? There's probably more, clearly. But that just goes to show you that you want to call them demons. Call them demons all you want. I mean, are you calling them demons because they're part, for the most part, they're all kind of like part animal. Like, or part bird. Right? So is that why you call them demons? Because they don't look like humans? Well, why is it that looking like this is the normal? Like, what is it like, to them we probably look weird, right? So like, I'm trying to figure out this whole like life as well, okay? And I'm not ever gonna bash religion, and I'm not gonna bash the angels, I'm not gonna bash anything, but I'm just trying to enlighten people that there is more out there than just the light and religion, because those things can be binding. Those things can be can honestly, I feel like religion, a lot of it was created to let really evil people off. Because it's like, oh, God heals and he forgives and Jesus will forgive you and everybody will forgive you. Why? Why does a pedophile who's been fucking with kids for 30 fucking years get God's approval to come on into heaven? Oh, come on up, you little fucking asshole. We got tons of kids up here. You can fucking anal rape ya. Ya good guy. Come on up here. God's got a place for you. What? Like, please, if God's letting in pedophiles, let me go to hell, because I don't want to fucking be there, man. I don't want to fucking be sitting beside my stepdad and be like, hey, man, what'd you do last week? I went skiing. Well, what have you been up to? I mean, I'm kind of speechless right now. I don't know. I mean, I never thought of it that way. You gotta understand, like, when I get really high in energy, it's because something is coming through me. And, like, when I just said that, I never heard it that way before. And I know I believe it a certain way, but it doesn't mean that my soul allows me to hear everything I feel. I feel it. It triggers me. I believe it because I'm connecting with myself, and something is when something bothers you, there's something wrong. Okay? And don't dismiss the way that you feel because somebody's trying to tell you that the way that you feel doesn't matter. Or it's, you're not allowed to feel this way. I can do whatever I want. If you feel this way, that's your problem. Don't let people say that to you, because when you feel a certain way, if you get anxiety or you feel a certain way or you feel bad about something or you feel disgusted about something or you feel like you're going to throw up when you think about somebody, see where that goes and why. What up, Heaven? Okay, see what is happening with you, because from what I notice, when my sister freaks out, when she's triggered by somebody, okay, I always figure out why. Like, it will be like, to me, when she gets angry, I know that somebody is doing something to her. I know that somebody is thinking ill of her, or they're using magic against her, and it's coming through her, and it's making her upset. Right? So when she gets upset, I know to do something, because something is wrong. When you get upset and you go to do something, do it. Right? Especially if you feel like you're going to do herbs, or if you feel like your kids are getting attacked, or you feel like you're getting attacked. Like, I am now, like, putting, like, bushels of herbs together for protection, and bushels of herbs together for safe travel, and for good prosperity, and for clarity, and for abundance. And I'm starting to connect with things so that I can feel more protected, so that I can feel more like I have control of this, and not somebody else. Because somebody else wants to feel like they have control of you because of where they've put you. They've only put you there because you don't know you're there. You don't know that you're being held captive. You don't know what's going on with you, right? So I would imagine, honestly, that a lot of things, okay, are kind of like, they spark up and they hit people sometimes because of the energy that you're in, okay? And that can make, things jump out of your skin, and that can make you feel a certain way, right? And these energies around you, like what this person has done to you and what this person has managed to put you in, they have to pay the price for now. And it's not a little price. It's a ×3. And the way that I've seen this, a lot of this karmic shit that these people do, where they know they're hurting somebody, they're doing it because they've got spite in them. They're doing it because they're entitled. Okay? That shit gets paid back ×10. And that's a debt that people can't even repay you in this life. You have to come back another life. Right? Because what they've acquired around you and what they've done to you is something that they can't pay back, or they wouldn't have taken it. So they've got these debts with you now that you already came into this life with people owing you things. Now, okay, so this for instance, I worked with this woman this one time, and the very first time I worked with her, she stole money out of my wallet. And I went, what makes somebody do that? Like, she doesn't know me at the time. I was working. My sister wasn't working. I was broke. I was barely being able to afford my groceries. And there this chick goes in and steals $20 out of my wallet. And it so much so happened, and it so much so was against the laws of karma, that a couple weeks after she did that, I ended up subconsciously fucking her over by not showing up to work one day, and she had to work the shift by herself. And I didn't even mean to do it, but she purposely meant to do something to me. So sometimes the way that your karma plays out is like, you don't even have to do anything to people. Like, you just have to show up, or miss the call, or not show up, and that fucks somebody's fucking week up, month up, year up. And you don't even know what you did. You have no idea. You're just like, well, I didn't show up for one interview. Why would that matter? Well, because, right, somebody was really hoping that you were going to pay part of their karma. Okay? And that's just it, like, when people think that you're going to pay their karma, then they're going to push you to the end of the line. And then when other people come up to the line, they're going to go, hey, you can jump in front of so-and-so. And then they jump in front of the line. And then they jump, and like, honestly, if it's way too loud, turn your fucking volume down and get the fuck out of my chat. Honestly, get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. See, and that's what we're doing to the fucking devil now, is we're literally going like, get the fuck out of here. You can't play with us anymore, you can't speak to us anymore, you can't lock us up anymore, and you certainly can't throw my live channel off because you want me to shut up. That's of course that's what the devil wants. The devil always wants you to shut up, close your mouth, don't say anything, don't give away all of the details, don't let people know what we're doing. Why? You know like, that's why there's churches, like, why don't you just hide everything under the Bible, right? And just put a bunch of fucking fake stories all together and tell us to believe it. And then people go out and rape their children and fucking, and literally abuse their children, abuse their rights as parents, all while reciting the Bible. I just want to say, once again, if you believe that, there's so many different parts and there's so many different things, right? And you believe what you want to believe because there's good and there's bad. And I don't like when people want to hurt people by using something good. If it was something good, how could it be hurting somebody? Right? And that's what in society that we're chosen to believe now, the things that hurt us are the things that we need in our life. When that's not the case. If something is hurting you, it's hurting you. Making an excuse up for that or getting paid for that doesn't show you any dignity in yourself. And a lot of this shit has been done to the collective because of dignity. This little tiny fucking word that the collective, not you, okay, the collective working against the collective, okay, the lighter side of the collective, or so they want to say, right? The things that they're using and the ingredients that they're abusing with are centuries old, and they're getting exposed. And people are learning that they have their own spiritualism inside of them, and they have their own beliefs, and they can have their own God, and they can have their own things that they believe in, that they don't have to believe in something just because it's written down and it tells you to believe it. That is kind of like, that's a little bit brainwashy. Like, you deserve to question things, and you deserve to have those questions answered. Honestly, the way that I see it. So, I don't really know about you, but being trapped between two energies, two very dark energies, and then being told that you should be happy there, yeah, I'm gonna call it kind of bullshit. I'm gonna kind of call that like weird, creepy safe that Ruby Frankie's girlfriend had in her basement. Okay, that's what I'm gonna call that. I'm gonna kind of call this like, like this is really fucked up energy, okay? And like no wonder everything is trying to make it right now, like at least for the soldiers that have been told to go to war. And then once the war was over, they were told that they were allowed to go home. They shipped them off to the next war. And then they were like, okay, well, we'll sell you, we'll you can go back home once this war is done. And you're like, okay, well, we'll do this war, and then we get to go home. And then the next war starts again. Okay? And it's like over and over and over again. It's okay, Heather. I know you're loving it doesn't really know what to do as a moderator, but as a moderator, you don't have to actually do things. I can do it, but thank you, Heather. It's all good. I know you're busy and I know you're working. Okay? And like honestly, the way that I have just seen a lot of energy, it's made me question, and I'm happy it's made me question, because I would rather ask a million fucking questions as to why something feels it can abuse me, instead of just bend over and go, well, everybody else gets abused, so I might as well today. I'll take it. Nope, not anymore. Irene's going to be really upset she missed this live. But she has a kitten, so Lord knows what that lady's doing. Honestly, I feel so happy about this energy. I did not know how it was going to... Sorry, I had to open my window. I did not know how it was going to play out, or really like kind of what was going to happen, because I was, honestly, collective, a little scared to pick up this energy. Okay? I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit, it's not that I was scared to pick it up, this is a really tough job, okay? And I don't always want to be the messenger of this kind of horse shit. It really fucking sucks to have to talk about how people sucker punched you and put you in smack in the middle between two, like, these could be your parents. Okay, now I'm getting like a daughter in between their two parents, and their two parents are yelling at each other, and this poor thing is just standing there, and then the parent goes, well, who's right? Like, why are you even involving the child? Okay, because now we're grown up. We're not children anymore. Okay, and you know, I was watching this judge release a sentence onto a man who ran a daycare and was caught raping a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old, and the judge, upon giving her sentence, was like, honestly, how is it that for a 5-second sexual gratification you I forget the word that she used, but she basically said, you killed these two children by what you did, and the parents, because the parents paid money to put their children into these daycare because they worked late hours, and their children needed to go somewhere for a couple hours to be safe before they got home from work. And she was like, how dare you, you know? And the whole fact of the matter is, when you do something to a 4-year-old, you do something to a 6-year-old, okay, we don't even know the ramifications of what that damage is going to do until that person and that child is 20, 30, 40 years old. Like, because what happened to me in those 30 years almost killed me every day. And that was because of something happening to me, this one thing happening to me. Okay? And my sister put these crickets in my room, okay, because they've been singing like motherfuckers, and they're singing now. And she goes, wait for them to sing, because when they sing, that's the message. Can you hear them? They just stopped. I don't know if you can hear them, but they're singing. And you know what they say, when the fat lady sings, that's the message. And what was I just started talking about the judge. And so now this is somebody being put in between of something and being told that they should be happy where they are. Next time you see them, you can tell them that where they thought that they put somebody right in between two happy people ruined your fucking life. So have fun paying that karma back. Because a lot of this is saying to these people, I can't wait till you got to pay that debt back. Because what you did to me and what you put me through, it's almost like, you know what I've realized? So many people, they have to witness something firsthand, so then when they go to judge it at the end, they're not biased. Because how can you fully sentence somebody if you don't know what that crime feels like? Okay, so for instance, this judge, she was sick and tired of pedophiles. She'd been a judge for like 5 years or something, and her court is plugged up with pedophiles. Not thieves, not assaults, not even murder. Fucking pedophiles. And it's to the point now where judges don't want to be judges anymore, because they're dealing with one fucking type of person, and it's over with, because that one type of person, you know, theft, insurance can cover it sometimes, you know, you save up your money, you buy it again, you know, a little abuse, you get smacked around, you seek some therapy, you learn how to fight back. Being sexually abused as a child, you don't know what happened, you can't understand what happened, you don't understand, you can't comprehend anything, no one's listening to you, no one's watching out for you, no one's got your back, so you get fucked your whole life. Like, it seems like the thing that happens is the most detrimental to the collective at all times. It's not the thing that everybody sees every day. The most common thing that you see every day is just the most common thing. It's something that we'll never be able to get rid of, and it's always going to be around. But the thing that clogs everything up is the thing that's fucking with every generation. It's fucking with every family. It's fucking with every bloodline because it's in everything. And if you think your family doesn't have a pedophile, I would think twice, because guaranteed it does. You just don't know where it is. What up? Okay, you just don't know where it is. Because where it was hiding, I have like 3 or 4 in my family. I thought at one point I loved those people. Those people were the highlight of my life. And then as we got older, and as their kids got older, and as skeletons came out of the closet, well, bada boom, bada bing. I wondered why my Uncle Jeff never came around. I wonder why I never wanted to be around my stepmother's fucking father. There is something seriously wrong with that man, and he would hug me and rub up against me, and oh, he was just disgustingly dirty, and I hated her father, and she always made me hug him, and she always made me kiss him, and she always made me go around him, and he was a pedophile. How dare you? How dare you put me in front of your fucking pedophile father? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't give a fuck what he did to you. He's gonna fuck with me, because if you don't care about what he does to you, and that's the thing, so many people hide these pedophiles, and they go, well, we'll just wait until they die. We'll just wait. They don't deserve it. You know, I was a child. I don't really want to say anything. And like, honestly, I can't say that I'm against you. I can't say that I'm for you. All I have to say is that the only way that we stop them is by fucking identifying them in the room and not allowing them to hide anymore. I don't give a fuck how old they are. I don't give a fuck how many bikes they bought you, how many trips they took you on. They fucking violated you. And people who violate you deserve to be burned on a fucking cross. And if you decide something else, that's totally up to you. I'm not going to crucify you for it. I hope you don't crucify me for it. But if you want to fucking say they put Jesus up on a cross, and they're not going to put a pedophile up there, again, there's something wrong with that religion. I'm just saying, okay? You don't have to fucking hurt me for it or hate me for it. Just understand that there are 2 sides to things. There are multiple sides to things. And the way that I see this, you want to glorify a pedophile, you're not on my team. You want to hurt a child, you're not on my team. I don't give a fuck what you do to adults. At that point in time, adults can handle themselves. We're talking about children. Children cannot handle themselves. Children cannot defend themselves. Children cannot stand up for themselves in a room full of people that are older than them, that are supposed to follow the law, that know they know the law and understand the law. When a child doesn't know the law, you cannot hold it against them. You cannot say the child participated because they so-called liked it, had a smile on their face, didn't know what was happening. That's bullshit, and you fucking know it. Anybody that tries to say a child likes to be abused, they are very much lying on behalf of themselves. No child wants to be abused. No child wants to enter a sex room. No child wants to be touched like that. No child wants to experience anything like that because they are a child. They do not know what that means. They do not get excited, and they should not, nor should ever be touched in a place where you cannot see that is covered with clothes. Okay, I just heard a round of applause in my head. So I don't know where that came from, but that had to be said. I'm really sorry if I picked a wound at somebody, and I'm really sorry if I offended somebody, but at the same time, I'm not fucking sorry, because I'm not going to be sorry for a room full of pedophiles. I will light that room on fire. Thank you for the heart, whoever did that. Okay? I'm really dizzy right now. That was a really hard message. You see what I mean? This was a... Whew! You know, this is why I say sometimes I have to take days off. That, like, oh my god. That was a really hard channel. That was really hard on my third eye. Oh. Oof. Wow. Congratulations, Neptune. What the fuck was that about? You see when the channel ends, oh, I just saw a bunch of roses in my third eye when I closed my eyes. Wow, that was really nice. Yeah, you know, a lot of these people who hurt people are alcoholics and drug addicts. You know, like they hurt little things so then they can get their high, get their fix. And I'm sorry, but a high or a fix on behalf of a child's innocence, that to me falls under the category of castration. But, you know, I'm weird, so I don't know if y'all want these pedophiles' penises cut off, but I certainly fucking do, okay? I want a bunch of John Wayne Bobbits running around, okay? And I want a bunch of us to be Lorena and just be hacking this shit off because you can. Okay? If you would like a card spread, I do personal readings. Okay? whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. All are welcome to personal readings. Woo! Okay, where are we at? Oh my gosh, almost an hour. I had a feeling this was going to be a big read. Okay, so I am going to scatter off here now, and I'm going to go watch a movie, and I'm going to go rest my third eye and my body. Holy crap. I hope you do the same. I hope this resonates, okay? If it doesn't, it's okay. It's not going to resonate with everybody, okay? And if it does, awesome, because I'd be damned if I just brought this channel in for no reason. Honestly, I feel like I should be like a public speaker standing on the side of the road out front of like Wall Street. I think I definitely was like an activist in another life. You know, where I just like protest for people's rights and things. Like, oh man. I swear, because I do it today. Like, oh, I love when I fucking pass protesters. Honestly, there are a couple protests I like, and there are a couple protests I don't like. I don't like the protests where they try to take rights away from women. I do not like the protests that try to take rights away from anybody. Okay? And, no, I mean, I'm not going to get into it. Because, yeah. I don't like talking about schmishmortion. But let me just tell you, schmishmortion saved my fucking life, so. Before anybody goes, okay, rape victims don't deserve to be parents because of that. So, there are a lot of ways that the system does well, okay? And there's a lot of ways that the system fucks up, and we know this, and we know that not everybody knows our story, and we know that 1 in every, 10th child, or 1 in every 8th child is abused, if not molested. And, so, I mean, the statistics are the statistics, and, if we're all... If we're hurt for a reason, say, your parent beat you every single day, and one day, you fucking woke up and you couldn't take it anymore, and you beat him to death, or you fucking put him in a coma, or you did something, in my mind, that just goes to show the strength of people after they've been so low. Right? And I'm not saying to go and hurt somebody, but I'm just saying that sometimes when you get put in between really bad energies, okay, it causes one to explode, and when you explode, you can go and find yourself on the wrong side of the track. Because you've exploded, okay? You've lost your positioning, right? You've gone airborne, and now you have to land. And where you land after that explosion is not where you started, right? So, I mean, when the fire gets put in your hand because you were told to be in hell between 2 demons, I'm sure you've thrown your fire at quite a bit of people. And that's just, sometimes it's innocent people being in the wrong place at the wrong time, and we know that innocent people get hit all the time. And we also know that your wrath has caused probably some of the most awesomest wars between people ever. Hey, Irene! Where were you sleeping? Were you freaking sleeping? I've been live for an hour almost. Where's your kitten? She's adorable. This was a really big reading, Irene. Holy fuck. You wouldn't believe how big this reading was today, so. Yeah. I kind of forget what I was just talking about, but. I knew you went. I knew you did something. I'm like, this bitch is not home. If she's not online, she's not home. Yeah, rewind it. Who's that? Carla? I don't think I've seen a Carla on the live today. I mean, on any live, so. Let us welcome Carla and anybody else new to the chat. Please know Irene is a private investigator, and if you are fake, she will find you out. Alright? She's pulled out her Sherlock Holmes on me quite a few times. People fool me into believing that they're good people, but Irene always figures it out. Alright. In window of Irene getting into the chat, because she's my favorite person, let's pull one last reading. Torture! Time for change. Woo! With natural instincts. Alright, so, you know what's weird? You know what's kind of funny? Is whoever this person was that put you where they did, okay, what they didn't understand was how strong you were going to become. Okay, so being put between two demonic energies, okay, that's like putting a lake on top of a nuclear power plant. Okay, like you got power from these demons, you got energy. Right? You got something from them because they were right there as your source. Okay? So, oh man, this just keeps getting better and better. This person is so stupid, okay? These people are so stupid. Whoever decided to hurt you, okay? What they did is they want to say it's accidental, okay? Because it was technically accidental, but they made you accidentally smarter. Okay? Because if they would have known that that's what you were going to get out of it, I really don't think they would have sent you to that door. Okay? The crickets are chirping again. Here we go. Okay, so this is a message, okay? So your natural instincts are coming back like a moth to a flame. Okay? Because what you were put into in this decline in your life, you're now moving away from, because you've learned how to use your instincts. And because your sight was taken away, or because you were in the dark, or because you were left where you were, right, your instincts, your ability to grow in a place where they thought you were going to die is like, I mean, you name it, any person that's had a nuclear disaster and gone from regular to radioactive. Like, I'm thinking Bane right now. I'm thinking Poison Ivy. I swear it's all Batman characters. Okay, that something nuclear happened to them, and they came out like a fucking superhero. I'm also thinking of the Super 8. No, the Watchman, the big blue guy. Right? He's creating some type of energy and then gets trapped in there, and all that energy goes into him. Right? Like, there's something here that they weren't anticipating. Okay? And they thought, hey, well, we're going to torture them. You know, we're going to torture them. They're in between two demons. Right? How much fun can they possibly be having? But it's like, okay, well, you might have put me in distress and fucked me over for 40 years, but guess what? Now that I figured it out, isn't it like I get to get like 160 years back now because of what you fucking did? Because it, like, isn't it times 3? So how many times do I gotta come back now and live like a fucking king or live like a queen because you decided to fuck around with me, right? So your instincts, you were guided. Like, you just went, honestly, they put you in this energy where you were just supposed to get accidents happen all around you. Like, you were just supposed to lose things, break things, right? Fuck things up. Just accidents all around. Like, just hurting yourself, tripping yourself, hurting other people, right? And it went to guiding yourself naturally towards using all your instincts. Okay, like, and that's where you can turn something so ugly into something so beautiful. And like, I'll numerous times go to the forest or go to the water, and I will pick up a stick or a twig or a fucking palm tree or fuck anything, and I bring it home and I transform it into something else. Because nothing, just because you think it's ugly or just because it's in an awful position, it doesn't mean that it can't be changed, sparkened up, and brought back to life, right? There are so many miracles out there, and it's like, I know it's kind of cheesy to say, but you can take all the darkness that you've been put into and make it so beautiful, because people aren't expecting it. They're not expecting something so dark to be so light. Well, guess what? Right? Like, let you drop some jaws, because people need to start believing that it's not just what they say and what they believe. It's actually the people who are almost destined to fail will now rise. Because why wouldn't they? It can't just be bad. It can't. There has to be good. I know there's good out there. And if there has to be good, if it's balanced out by good, then we've been massively manipulated and lied to believe that it can't get any better, when we know that it fucking can, because we've seen it. So, booyah! Quick little message there at the end, just for Irene, so she can get a little bit of the live. Anyways, that's all I'm doing. That's my day. I hope it resonates. This was a very big message, okay? So, like I said, if it doesn't resonate, don't fucking worry. And totally let me know if, like, you are digging my miniature graveyard going on here. It's kind of like almost like a pet cemetery going on. Like, there's a gargoyle over here and, like, a tree cemetery. And then you got the Reaper here with the Saith and the grave. And, oh, man, his little pentacle in the middle. Like, this is what I want to kind of make money off of doing as well. These little tiny, like, miniature villages set up kind of things. And it's super cheap to make, and I absolutely love it. So I'm not ever going to be selling them for expensive amounts. Depends how, more detailed they can get. But this one's not even done yet, so I'm still working on it. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. Everybody, just honestly, if you feel like you're having a bad day, fucking craft. Find something that you really like doing. Craft it, do it, make it, sculpt it, build it, anything that just gets your mind and your imagination going and out of this fucking 3 of Swords bullshit, heartache, 8 of Swords, you can't say anything, you can't speak, you can't say what's on your mind, right? 9 of Swords, you're losing sleep because you've got so much anxiety, because people are keeping you up at night, because people want to stab you in the back. Honestly, if somebody, as of right now, and moving forward, stabs you in the fucking back, guess what? You're going to take the sword out, and you're going to turn around, and you're going to stab them right back. Because this is eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. They think they can fucking take whatever they want, but not once you start reclaiming your power. Peace out. Thanks to everybody who was here. I'm going to go enjoy my day. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks for everybody for being here. Hearts, hearts, hearts. Thank you for your hearts. Thank you for your love. And have a wonderful fucking week. All right? Peace.